Today's recipe is going to be brown rice, crock pot black beans, pan-fried potatoes and sausages. Now this is going to be like a big dinner that you can make before you, well, most of the components you can make before you head to work. You can put the beans in the crock pot, you can put the rice cooker on if it's got an automatic timer. I'm going to be using my microwave rice cooker right now because my regular crock pot that I would normally use is kind of broken at the moment. So we're going to be using our microwave rice cooker. We're going to do our rice first. We're going to take it and we're going to do 1 cup of our rice cooker cup. We're going to take 1 cup of our brown rice. Put that in. Now you're going to measure out 1 level cup of brown rice. Now this is maybe 1 or 2 people. You'll be cooking for more than 2 people. I suggest doing about 2 cups of brown rice and about 4 cups of water. I'm going to take just a level cup of the brown rice. Now brown rice takes longer to cook than white rice does. So that's why we're cooking it first. And that is the first thing we're going to make today. We're going to put that in our thing for our rice cooker. We're going to take 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Now that might seem like a lot, but brown rice tends to pretty much soak up. It's hard to season brown rice, so we're going to be using a little bit more salt than we normally would. I think it's probably going to be less for most people who don't really like salty rice, but for me I'm going to use about 1/4 of a teaspoon. Right, now that I've got my salt and my brown rice in my maker, I'm going to take 1, 2 cups, and 1/4. Now, I like my brown rice cooked very well, and I like mine very soft, so that's why I've put so much water in it. But brown rice is typically 2 to 1, 2 cups of water to 1 cup of brown rice. Now I need to stir this, so I'm going to use my rice cooker spoon that I'm going to be using to get it out of the container later. Now I'm going to be using microwave instructions. I'm going to put this for about, I think about 15 to 18 minutes it's going to take for it to cook in the microwave. If you're going to be cooking this in a cooker or on the stove, it would take close to an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, depending on how you like your rice. I'm going to put my rice cooker together. I'm going to put that in the microwave. Alright, now that I've got my camera the right way, we're going to take 1 can of black beans, and we're going to put our seasoning in our slow cooker. Now I've got a relatively small slow cooker, so mine's only going to take about 1 to 2 cans of beans. I'm suggesting for maybe every 2 to 3 people it would take a can of beans to serve. It's probably closer to 4, but I like larger servings, so it's going to be closer to 2 and 3 per can for black beans for me. So I'm going to get that. Alright, now I've got my can of black beans. I'm going to open. I've already rinsed my can and washed it. Take that, put that in my slow cooker. Make sure there's none left. We're going to take our seasonings. Now I've got some dry seasonings as well as 2 liquid seasonings here. We're going to start off with our dry and then we're going to move to our wet. Now we're going to do the same we did with the rice, and we're going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Now since I've salted the rice, I don't want to particularly salty the beans. Now beans are more susceptible to salt. It's easier for it to take in the salt, and it takes a lot of seasoning to do that. We're going to take 1/4 of a teaspoon of parsley. We're going to put that in. We're going to do 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Oh wait, this is garlic powder. Not turmeric. Wrong video. See? Got 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1/4 teaspoon of basil. We've got 1/4 teaspoon of oregano. This is dried oregano flakes. We got in there. Now we're going to get to our ground cumin. 1/4 teaspoon as well. And we're also going to do 1/4 teaspoon of coriander. Alright, now we're going to take a few drops of pure sesame oil. Don't want much of it. And put that in very slowly. Sesame oil has a very strong taste to it, so we're not really going to measure it. If you did, it'd be about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Now, we're going to do a little bit of liquid smoke. That's about another 1/8 of a teaspoon. Now, we're going to take about a little under a cup of water, and we're going to put that in our beans. Now, if you're going to be doing this while you're at work during the day, I suggest putting just a little bit more water and putting it on low. Grab me a spoon to stir that real quick. Now our beans are ready to turn on to high. Since I'm gonna be here and have an eye on it. If you're gonna be away for the majority of the day, I suggest putting it on low. I'm gonna be putting mine on high for about half an hour, 45 minutes. While I get some housework done and unpack from my trip. So, there's our beans. Alright, next things we're going to do is we're going to peel and slice our potatoes to pan fry them. We're also going to slice up our sausages to pan fry those as well. We're going to pan fry our potatoes first and a little bit of butter and salt in a pan. And then we're going to keep the pan the way it is and we're going to pan fry a sausage. Now we're going to take this and we're going to peel the potato. Now you could keep the peeling on them, but I can't really stand potato peelings. Never have. So I always peel my potatoes. So we're going to keep it natural, and you've got organic potatoes and you want to keep the nutritious parts of the skin. You can keep those, but I like to peel mine. All the little nubs. Now the camera might look a little different in these shots because I did have some technical difficulties, but I think we got it pretty much covered now. Had my camera full. Did my best to edit that part out. Hopefully it worked. There we go. We're going to cut our potato in half. And we're just going to cut it little thumb-sized cubes. Now I got them this size. You can cut them smaller if you'd like, but it's just about the size of my thumb. Now these are a little bit thicker. We're going to cut those in half. You don't want them too thick because they need to cook relatively quick in the pan. Got those cut. There we go. I'm going to peel this potato, and then I'm going to get my pan out ready. Then we're going to get my pan out ready to pan fry. Alright, we've got our pan here. Now I am out of my butter that I normally pan fry in, so we're just going to be doing some regular cooking spray in our pan. We're going to do that first. Now if you did hear a loud crash, my pots I have hanging up on a hook behind me normally, those kind of, the hook kind of came loose from the wall. Oh, sorry, I should probably show you. That. And we're going to put our heat 212. Give that just a second. Now I'm only going to be pan frying one sausage today. I'm only going to be cutting one of them. Alright, we're going to take that. We're going to put our potatoes in our pan. While we cut up our sausages. Grab a spoon. Alright. Take a little bit of salt. We're going to take some garlic salt. Take a few sprinkles of garlic salt. It's going to be close to about 1/8 of a teaspoon or less. You can see that. Let's put that on our potatoes. Help season our potatoes a little bit. I think I figured out the camera, so this should be the view you're getting instead of like a side view. We're going to let our potatoes cook for about 5 minutes till they're caramelized. Like that. And I'm going to get my mic back set up. Alright, my pan is starting to stick just slightly even though I did put some oil down. So I'm going to take about a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of olive oil and put that in our pan. Help this fry off a little bit. Alright. As they're frying off, we're going to cut up our sausages. Now I'm going to cut these up into long strips to serve them on the side of our rice and beans. Now this is going to have a lot of rice and potatoes and things like that, but these are red potatoes instead of normal just white potatoes, and it is brown rice instead of just regular white rice. So everything is slightly better for you. If you want to do sweet potatoes, that'd be even more kind of like diabetic friendly. I suggest doing about half of a sweet potato per person. And maybe baking those or boiling them. Pan frying them would be also a good option. But you might want to microwave them for about 5 minutes first after you stick a fork through them so they can cook. I got lovely potatoes here. Alright. And we do want them softer, so we're going to turn our heat down. Just going to let them cook in our pan for a little while we stir in our beans and check on our rice. Alright, I've put about 1/4 cup of water in with my potatoes, and I'm going to cover it with a lid. Now this isn't really tightly on there, but I've put it down to medium. I've put about 1/4 cup with my potatoes just to help them steam and kind of soften up now that we've browned them off. Now these are our pieces of our sausage that we have cooked and ready to pan fry. We're going to do that last. I've checked on our rice and it's nice and fluffy. It's all good to go. Now this did take about another cup of water and another extra 10 minutes in the microwave for all of this to get this fluffy and well done, and for the rice to split. A good indication if the rice is done is if it isn't one solid piece, but it's split in two. See how this piece of rice, it's got like a vein in it, and when it splits open, that means the rice is done. It's mostly a texture thing as well. Everyone likes their rice done differently. There is a wrong way and a right way to cook rice. I never really get it perfect every time, so this is honestly a fluke that I haven't burnt it. But yeah, there's our rice ready to go. We're going to keep that off to the side. We've got our beans right here in our crock pot. Now these are a little watered down right now, but they are going to stay on high. They've only been cooking for about 10 minutes so far. So those are good. Put those off to the side. And we're going to continue to steam our potatoes for another 5 minutes. We're going to take those off, put them to the side, and then we're going to pan fry our sausages. Alright, now we've given our potatoes 5 minutes to cook. We take our pan off. A lovely, nice potatoes. All here, they're all roasted. They're fork tender. We're going to take those and we're going to put them in a bowl, and then we're going to start pan frying our sausages in the same pan. Alright, we've got our plate halfway set up already. We're going to turn our pan back on. We're going to put it to medium heat. We're going to grab a quick drizzle of olive oil before we put our sausages in. Now if you don't want to use oil, a vegan butter would be just fine, or you can put these in the oven maybe. Those might be a good solution as well. Put those in here. We're going to let those cook for about 2-3 minutes. We don't need these, we just need these to be a little bit more brown and crispy on the edges. We don't need to cook them for far too long. It's about 2-3 minutes till they get out all caramelized. And then we'll take them out and we'll finish our plate. Alright, now that we've got our potatoes and our lovely sausage slices all fried up, we're going to take we're going to do 1 scoop of rice. Get that flat and pretty. And we're going to start assembling our plate. As you can see, I've got some of my pan fried potatoes here. I haven't put all of them. Take this big old healthy scoop of my black beans. Take some tongs. And do a few of my pieces of my pan fried sausage. And there we go. We have black beans with brown rice and pan fried potatoes and sausages. Doesn't that look lovely? Now, this might be an odd combination, but I have been out of town, and when I came back, I didn't have any food in my house because I took it all with me. And but yeah, our plate is all done, and I'd like to thank you for watching. You can see me next time on Friday, where we're going to be making peanut butter and fruit-topped rice cake snacks. They're going to be low glycemic index and also gluten-free. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I post. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mondays are breakfast, Wednesdays are lunch, dinner, and Fridays are dessert. As always, my social media is Sweet G Amber if you have any questions, concerns, or comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.